How are you trading meme coins? If you are not using Photon, you are doing it wrong. But you still need to configure it correctly, and that's what we are going to see in this video. Let's go! If you are not familiar with the product yet, Photon is the web interface where you can trade all of the meme coin on chain, and is the best interface you can have for Pump.Fun. So Photon is basically mandatory if you want to play the meme coin games. They have released limit orders on their interface. And that's a killer feature that you need to set up correctly to avoid losing all of your profit, because the dev is going to rug you or the community is going to JIT all of that token as soon as they are going on Radium. But to use it the best way possible, you have to do a couple of configuration on the interface, and that's what we are going to check right now. Once you are on the app, the goal is to filter out everything that's bullshit and configure the settings correctly so your orders are getting processed the best way possible. First, in the filters, you are aware that Frank Digod posted a guide on the DCAP Telegram chat. We are going to set it up that way because it was interesting text and not because I want to ride his dick, but because when someone is giving me advice, I will test it out and just want to see if that works or not. One of the advice that we can implement on the Photon interface is to highlight the sweet spot of the 20,000 to 69,000 market cap. And we can do that in the filters. The way you want to do it is to set up the market cap to 20,000 and 69,000 and make sure the mint authority is disabled, the freeze authority is disabled too, and the LP is burned, which is by the default of Pump.Fun. If you don't change the DEX filters in the next settings, but we are going to do that anyway. In the DEXs, we only want Pump.Fun token, so because it doesn't go to Radium first. If you want to explore other crypto, make sure to change that settings. But for me, I just want the ones on Pump.Fun. And now it looks like we have selection promises token that we can have a look into it and check if they are worth buying in. On the chart, one important configuration is to change the interval to second, because I don't care about minute. 1 minute, it's already too late. And another configuration that I like is to change from price to market cap. So you can see directly on the right with what's the market cap of the token is, so it can drive your strategy. And it looks like Bugatti is a big rug after 2 minutes. Also, something that I forget to mention is that the quick buy button, as a beginner, I don't want it. So I will hide it. So I'm going to be tempting to not look at the chart, and I will have to click on it and make sure we have something solid before pressing the buttons. In the settings, the important part to configure. What I want is to increase the slippage when I buy and sell. This one will be for the quick buy, quick sell. Again, I disable it, but if I want to play with it and still use it, I can always configure the settings if I will use it one day. The slippage, I put 50% because I want my transaction to go through whatever the price is, and it's going fast. So let's make sure it's getting triggered. The smart protection, I still want to keep it secured. You can get it fast, but I prefer to have it in a secure mode. The speed of the transaction, you can set it up in default and auto, but I will put default so I can control it, and put the default value that you can see in auto. So the priority fee is what I'm going to see to make sure all of my transactions are going through. And the bribery amount, make sure that you put more than anyone else. So if the default was not 0.02, I put at least 0.02. But if the default value is something else, make sure to put more. And the customization of the buy button on the interface, you can edit those values based on the capital that you want to play on Photon. But make sure to not go all in every trade, because you are going to lose 60-70% of your position. But when you are going to eat, you are going to eat big. That's the game you are playing right now. So you have to manage your bankroll correctly. Same thing for the quick sell. I'm gonna put 50% as a slippage secured, and I'm going to put 0 to the priority fee. And same thing for the bribery amount. And in terms of quick sell, you can decide to sell 25, 50, and 100% of your bag when you want to quick sell your position, which you should be able to sell 50% of your bag when you have made your first 100% gain. Auto buy, same thing, same story, because why not? And then we are going to buy the dip when market cap drops by your input percentage or more. And so if the market cap is failing 20%, do you really want to buy the dip, or are you buying falling knives? You are the only one who's going to press the button. And auto sell, same thing. We want to increase to 50% because, yeah, even if like you have red candles, that can be tricky to exit your position fast enough. For the smart MEV protection, I will put fast on this one, but you do you. And the speed, same thing. We were going to increase the priority fees, which we are going to put 0.21 because everyone can put 0.02 in those priority fees. So you want to put a little bit more. And the bribery, same thing. Just add a little bit more. For the stop loss, you decide the value that you want here. If the market cap is falling to 20%, sell 100% of the bag. And same thing for your take profit, which is basically the new features that you can see on the interface. So let's take one, Godfather, fair enough. And if you go to sell, you go to auto sell, and you can set up like what you want to see by default to as a stop loss or take profit, so you can sleep a little bit better. So again, if the market cap is falling 20%, you sell your bag, and you can put an expired limit to that order, and update also the slippage, the MEV protection, all of the default value that you put in the settings all by yourself based on the meme coins that you're actually trading. And you can find the buy the dip setup on the same screen, but on the buy section. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Once you have set up those configuration in your chart pages, you will be able to trade a little bit and react even faster to market movement, which is definitely interesting. Another way of applying those filters is to do it on the trading coins. If you want the trading coin that will be trading in the last minute with those configuration that you have applied in the search bar, you can do it, and it will help you filtering a lot of meme coins that you don't even need to look at anymore. And for example, if I check Auto the Author, it looks like it's flying high. On the timeline, people have been pretty supportive and are welcoming these features the right way. And Frank, one of the biggest Photon user and the most loud about the product, is specifying that we will see way more volatility on the meme coin market, like we need that. And we will see a lot of liquidation cascade, V-shaped recoveries, and that's gonna make the game even funnier. And that's it for today. All of those settings are my personal ones and personal preferences when I trade those meme coins, and when I want to make sure my transactions are going in. If you have your own, please share it with us in the comment section down below. Make sure to like the video on YouTube, share it on X, subscribe on the YouTube channels, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Enjoy the crypto journey. Don't get rugged. Take profit. Peace.